Hi guys, welcome to my first ever booktube video. This is called the Booktube Tag, and it's for new booktubers to come in and do it, so that's what I'm going to do today. Obviously I've never posted a booktube video before. I am keeping this to my main channel, and I'm going to talk about it a bit when I go through the booktube questions and just say basically what's going on. But anyway, my name is Grace. If you watch my channel, you know I usually do music reactions. I've got videos on my sobriety vlog, my sobriety. So I do have a difference of videos on my channel. But I'm a girl that loves reading, and I just thought, do you know what? I'm gonna go for it. I've started my book talk, which I've got a link to below. I've got a big Instagram now. I've got an normal Instagram and a big Instagram, which are both linked below as well. And just basically I thought, which is in the questions, so I'm not going to go into that. But anyway, I'm Grace, and yeah, I'm go through the questions now, and I will tell you a bit more about myself as we go on, because that's the whole point in this, to introduce myself so that you will kind of get an idea from what this channel is going to be like. So the first question is, why did I start the channel? Well, I started this channel I think 3 years ago, mainly just because I love talking. If you've watched my videos before, you realise I love to talk. That's why some of them are an hour long. Eek! But I just love talking, and I love talking about things I enjoy. And I think I've always wanted to film things. I remember even when I was 16, walking around and doing little vlogs and stuff like that. I never posted them anywhere because I was always so embarrassed. And I started this channel more in 2023, maybe before that. No, I think it was 2022 I started the YouTube channel, and I really enjoyed it. I did some videos. I went away from it. Well, I was never really like that, and oh my god, I need to post, I need to post, I need to post. I was never really like that. But this year and last year, I've really tried to post more. My biggest video is my music reaction to Just Sports Department with my two best friends, and that was insane to me. I stuck about it. I nearly got 50k views. I was like, Jesus, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of people watching my videos. So I think I loved reacting to music, and I still do. I don't think that's going to come away from this channel at all, because I think I still going to react still some music, mainly Taylor Swift, but I will react to other ones as well. But I think I absolutely adore reading. It's something that I do all the time. I read 75 books last year. My goal is 100 this year, and it's something that I absolutely adore, and it's most of what I do is reading. And I thought, you know what, I just love talking about books, and I love having that excitement when you're telling somebody else about a book and they've read it, or they want to read it and they want to hear your views on it. If I could do this for a job, I would. I absolutely adore reading with my whole my heart, and I love how popular it's become now. It's just so amazing. I think I really enjoy it, and I thought, do you know what, I want to start a booktube community. I do, and that's why I'm starting a book Instagram. That's why I started a book Instagram, and that's also why I started a book talk, because I was I'm so scared to do it. I was like, you're not gonna let fear run your life. That's what I've done all my whole life, and I'm not doing it anymore. So you know what? Here we are. So that's why I'm basically starting. The next question is, what is unique about this channel? Well, I think that's what's unique about this channel is it's not just booktube. It's going to have music reactions. It's going to have my little sobriety vlogs in there, which I'm still keeping to do. I've just uploaded one. I still plan to do the other ones. There will be vlogs in there when I want to do one. There might be some things, my videos. I am planning also to start a podcast this year, hopefully. So that will be involved in it too. I think I might start a separate channel for the podcast, just because it's going to be with my two best friends, and I think it'd be quite cluttered up here if I kept it on here. But then there's going to be different things that I post on here. Same with my TikTok. My TikTok's very unique in that way. My book talk isn't just books. Like, I'll have get rid of me's, I'll have, you know, transitions, like I'll do a lot of different things because I want to post what I want to post. And I think obviously you can come to my channel and there'll be playlists for separate ones, so like if you want to watch my book ones, you can watch my book ones. If you want to watch my sobriety journey, if you want to watch music reactions, I think that because I think you don't have to be defined to one thing, and I think that's so silly to put yourself in a box. I think the creative world is whatever you want it to be, and I think that my channel is unique in that way, and like it is not set things that I'm going to post about. So that's why I believe it's unique. What are you most excited for? Honestly, just getting to hear what other people read about, like what they enjoy, like, and how they think about the books I've read, or different theories. Like, I just love genuinely talking about books, and I think I'm most excited for just to grow that community and get to know like more about people, what people are reading, and how they enjoy reading, and why they enjoy reading, and just build that kind of community, because I want to like grow and like grow my book community and talk to more people about books, because it's something I just love doing now. And I'm so like, you could talk to me about a book that I've never read before, like non-fiction, anything, and I would be so interested in it, because it's just like you're talking about something so great, like reading's so great. And yeah, that's what I'm most excited for, is just filming, sitting down and book videos, going out to book events, meeting new book besties, like honestly all of that I'm just so excited for. Why I love reading. Oh, there's so many reasons why I love reading. I do truly love reading because it gives you that little bit of escape from life. Like, I know that I can just pick up a book and I can sit there and enjoy it and it be a good time, and it kind of takes away from the world a wee bit. But I also find it so interesting. I think you learn so much about yourself, you grow your knowledge, and you learn so much about the characters, and that makes you grow in a way. I think there's a lot to be said from like growth that can come from books, because I think if you read books like about like that Courage to Be Disliked, I've not read that yet, I want to read that, but books like that, self-help books, really great. But I also love that when you're reading a fiction book and you relate to a character, and you can see how after that time that character's growth, and you can see how it relates to you in your life. I think that's some of the most beautiful thing in the world. And I just love learning about characters. I love plot lines. I love just all of that. I enjoy it so much. And it's genuinely my favourite pastime. Like, you will not see me without a book. Like, I'll walk into work and I'll either have my Kindle, I'll have a book. Like, you will not see me without a book. And everybody knows that. Everybody like around me knows that. Like, you catch Grace, she's reading a book. What's Grace doing right now? She's reading a book. Grace not replying, she's reading the book. Like, I absolutely adore reading, and it's my favourite pastime. It's not the only thing I do other things, but I do majority of the time read. What got me into reading? I was reading when I was very young. Like, I know the next question when I started reading, so it's kind of the same. I'm just going to combine both questions, I think, because like, I'll do the what got me into reading. I think truly Jacqueline Wilson. I was reading Jacqueline Wilson books when I was really young, and that was what originally started my reading journey. I read Jacqueline Wilson. I then went to read, I think my big read was Divergent books. I don't know if anyone has ever read them. I read the Divergent books. I've still got them, actually. All 4 of them, and I loved reading them. I remember reading them when I was like 12. And then as I read the Harry Potter books, started me on another little reading journey, and I was reading them for like years. And different books around that. But it was like a kind of casual thing that I did. Like, I did a lot of other things and read. it wasn't something that I was really like, oh my god, but I was doing it a lot. Like I was still doing it quite casually. And then in 2024, no, 2023? 2022 or 2023 was when it really started to pick up, and I was reading like, I had a reading goal, I had like more books, and I can't even remember what started that. I can't remember what specific book started me in that journey, but I think it might have just been like my sister Rachel, me and her, and recently Rebecca, my other sister's really got into reading as well, but before that it was me and Rachel, and we just used to sit and talk about books, and it just started all of a sudden, and it was maybe about 2022, 23, and I can't even remember what book it was, but we just started reading. And then it was goals, it was book journals, it was everything, and now it's like something that I do on a daily basis. Yes, I had to go check all this. So now that I've checked this, I actually read over 50 books in 2023. That was the year that I started getting back into reading, and I started that year reading off Bridgerton, the first Bridgerton book, and like all that kind of stuff, and that was what really started me into my reading again. And then 24 it did drop. I lost, don't know why I stopped reading as much in 2024. I lost a lot of reading in 2024, so it went down, and now I think I only read 30 in 2024. I definitely never reached 50, but I was like, you know what, no, 2025 I'm going to do better, I'm going to make it 75. And I did it. I read 75 books in 2025, and now we're here, and my goal this year, 100. So that's what really got me back into reading. And when did I start reading? I would have said I started reading at like 10, 12 really. Jacqueline Wilson's books, I remember reading Goosebumps as well, but Jacqueline Wilson was a big one for me, and then Harry Potter and Divergent and all that kind of stuff. That was really my era, so I would say about 10 or 12. And then when I really started getting back into it was when I was like, because I think I fell away from a couple of years, like I was reading books on and off, like there would be a year where I didn't read, but it was never in compare. I never tracked my reading, I never like talked about it, I never like really posted about it, or really, because it wasn't really I think a big thing before. It's become a lot of a bigger thing now, but I definitely got back into it a bit more when I was like 20, 21, and then when I was in 23 was when it really carried off. But yeah, what's the next question? Fave genres. Okay, right at the top has to be romantasy. I am a romantasy girl all the way. Romance and fantasy together. All the way. And then under it would just be like normal fantasy, and then romance, and then I love a wee bit of a thriller, I do have to say. I love a bit of a whodunit, like murder mysteries. I kind of like that genre as well. Never really read any horror. I have read one dark romance book. I'd like to explore more. I'm planning to read a couple of non-fiction books this year, because I think I would like to explore my reading into that side. I do love a good bit of spice in my books. Not every book has to have spice. I like some PG books, but I do like spice. And then next one is fave books. Now you can skip this part because there might be some spoilers in here. I'm trying to keep it to non-spoilers, but if you want to skip this part, you're happy to. So my first one has to go to Happy Place by Emily Henry. The things this book did to me when it came out. Now, I was, I've always been a big Emily Henry fan. Like, she's probably my favourite author out of like ever. Like, I love her writing, I love her books. I have literally got all of her books sitting up there, and I adore all of them. This has always been my favourite. It's second chance romance, which is one of my favourite tropes. Give me a good second chance romance and I'm on the floor. It's just the way she writes it. Like, Harriet and Wynne, they have my heart. Now, the reason I actually love this so much is I never realised, if you love Taylor Swift, which you know I do, I had a realisation after I finished this book that it's really like This Love. That's the song on her 1989 album. I adore the song This Love with all my heart. Like, I'm a 1989 girl through and through. Like, top album for me. Like, I love Tito George's Apartment. It's one of my new faves and stuff like that. Life is Showgirls will get and all that. But 1989 will always just get me. And it's just me to a T, 1989. And This Love represents this whole book in one song, and I just think it's so amazing. It's just so amazing. Like, I have not read it since 2023, and honestly, it's on my, actually, like, I'm going to show you this as well. It is on my to be read for 2026, mainly because I've put like 3 rereads on there, and this is one of it because I just want to read it again. It's just so great and it's so amazing, and the storyline is great, and I just love it so much. I just love it so much. And I read it as I borrowed a Bible book, and then my partner at the time got me this in 2024. My ex-partner got me this, and honestly, like, I was like, I can't believe I've not read it in actual like book form yet. Well, I have read it in book form, but it was like hardback and it was borrowed, but I've got my own one now, and I'm like, I want to go through this with a highlighter and like have all my favourite quotes. But yeah, this is my favourite book. I then have the fourth thing, which me and my sister got these like designs of somewhere. So obviously this isn't the official Fourth Wing design. It's like kind of like a shivery, and it says in the back, "But I will not run. I wouldn't be standing here if I quit. Every time something seemed impossible to overcome, I will not die today." And it's got the 2 dragons on the back, and obviously them on the front, and this is what it looks like. How pretty is that though? Like, purple is like one my favourite colours, and like the 2 dragons on the front of this, I was like, this is so adorable, like, and beautiful, and it's amazing. And then like, and then inside is this little like mirror thing, and then this other side is a little mirror thing as well. It's just so pretty, so pretty. But Fourth Wing honestly was just such a read. Like, it was honestly one of my favourite books ever. The fantasies in it, like, it was just, I could talk about it forever. And I loved Iron Flame and Long Storm. I can't wait till we get the 4th book. It's just, I'm like on the edge of my seat. I'm like, get this 4th book out now, Rebecca. But I'm also like, it's fine. Like, but I'm also like, ick to go out because I don't want to get worse. And if you read 4th Wing and all the other books, you know why. But I just thought the storyline on it was so good. It gave me such like vibes. I liked that it was all in the academy, like it was all in like a school kind of vibe. And then I liked like the revolution and all this kind of stuff in it. I thought it was amazing, and love Violet and Zayden. They're my hearts. Like, find me a man like Zayden, please. Because it was just absolutely amazing, and I loved it so much, and I devoured it. And I remember reading it being like, how am I meant to like move on from this? And I don't know how I ever did. Then we've got Binding 13, which I only read last year, but is one of my favourite books. It was just such a enjoyable read for me. I devoured this 800 book page in 2 days. That's how much I enjoyed the books, Tommen. Well, I'm a 72 76. I'm literally on the third book. But this I have read, like, you can see the binds have been broken because I was just like, oh my god, 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 because I digested this thing. And like, I did not understand the hype. Now I've read it, I understand the hype. It's got romance, it's got such dark themes in it, but it explores it so well. And honestly, I love it with my entire heart. And I went to say the fourth thing is also in my TBR this year because I've not read it since it came out. I read it once, and obviously, but I've not reread it again. But this, and I can't wait to finish. So I'm on 7-6, I need to read that. But this Cheese Kiss. These are all like my 5-star books. Then we have, which I've got to bring down, Rewind It Back. Rewind It Back. I love all of Liz Tomford's books. I've got them all there. Me and my sisters have been a book signing kind of thing with her in Edinburgh. But my favourite is Rewind It Back. Look at the cover, it's so pretty. I just love Hallie and Real. I really do. It's like the perfect mix of second chance romance and like just the way they fall in love, like, again, and like, I would never support a second chance romance that has cheating in it because I can never support that, but this, devour, and I read this twice last year and I adored reading it both times, and I could read this again. I have other books on my TBR, as we all know, but it's just, it's so good. I'm going to only do 5 because if I could sit here and talk about all my favourite books, I would get too long. And I don't have it, which I really want a physical copy of it now, but the Kindle's not working for us, so I'm just going to point at this bit and I'll put it. But obviously, it's the final book of the Throne of Glass series. I kind of mash. When I say I don't think any book could recover me, no book could recover me from that ending or anything that book was just, oh, I was dead. I was devastated. It was like opening my soul and taking out the knife. Like, honestly, I don't honestly think I could love a series more than Throne of Glass. It just has everything in it. Like, I love a badass FMC, and she's such a badass FMC, and I like that she's starts off as being an assassin. Like, I think her storyline is so great. I love all the side characters. I love doing the tandem read, which I did, by the way. It was hard. I did the tandem read and I was just engrossed. I loved every second of it, and I'm so sad that it's like, if I could get anything to go reread these books, reread those books again, I would, for the first time, because it was just so amazing and I enjoyed it so much. So those are my favourite books. What's next? Where do I read? Mainly here, as you can see in my bed. And then my car, I listen to audiobooks a lot, so I will listen to it on my way to work in the morning. An audiobook, like, quite. And then this is probably the most place I read. I would love to have a wee reading corner. My room's just not big enough to have one. But when I do move out, I think that's what I would love, is a wee reading corner, a wee reading room separate from my bed. But my bed is where I read right now. Sometimes at my desk, but I just feel like it's more awkward. I feel like you can chill out here and just like lie back, and then obviously in my car, or like really anywhere if I have my phone on me. Like, if I'm doing something and I'm waiting, I will be reading a book. Because I've got the Kindle app on my phone, which I think is a lifesaver, and I just take my Kindle everywhere, so it can literally be anywhere. sometimes. So now we're going to do a bookshelf tour. So let's see how this goes. So we have here obviously the other Emily Henry books, Great Beautiful Life, Funny Story, Beach Leads and things. And then this is a wee thing I got from, where did I get that? Somebody got me from, I think my ex-partner got me that from Amsterdam. And then I've got the Lego sorting machine up at the top of my bookshelf, as you can see. I got that off my ex-partner as well. And then I've got on my bookshelf, this is for my grandpa. So I'm just going to move this over a wee bit so we can see the book behind it. Ah, that's hell. Okay, so then we have Human Vacation. I guess this book club, I read that. The 7 Habits of from Hugo. I've read that, loved that. Decisions and Sex. I'm a big Ali Hazelwood fan. I have read most of her books. I don't have all of them, but I have read most of them. And then You Deserve Each Other and Butcher and Blackbird. I'm going to have to clean this up afterwards. And then we've got, here is the Mile High books. This was obviously where Rewind It Back goes. Like I said, I've got all of them. And then we have got 913, which I actually can't get in here, back in here. But we've got 913, 76, Everything, not read that, and Malibu Rising, which I've not read yet. These are just some cute things from a shelf. And then here, my best friend Beth just gave me this book to read. I'm glad my mum died. It's my first non-fiction by Jenny McCurdy. So that's on my list to read this month. Shoots of Sparrows by Daphne Perry. Gods and Monsters by Kayla Edwards. Obviously this is where Thing goes, which I can just put back in here. And actually what goes in front of this is my Fuck the Patriarchy sign. Okay, and then we've got all the Court of Frozen's books, and then this little fairy thing that I got when I was younger. Then again, I got this off of a friend. It's just like magic vibes. And then I've got this little unicorn thing, and then I've got my bookmarks here. Different ones. And then like, this is a magnetic one. It's called the Romantasy Recipe. Oh, I dropped that. Okay, and then we've got Heavy Rich Vampire, Heavenly Bodies, Night Bane, Fierce Gods, Trusted, the Cruel Prince, Divine Rivals, Victoria Avgard, so I have Achilles, Circe, the Carnival books, and Once Upon a Broken Heart. And then down here, Magnolia Park is missing because I gave it to my friend. Again, it's just some wee cute things, and obviously Cinderella. She was my favourite Disney princess growing up. Those books I've not read. Sally Rooney, Normal People I've read. Those books I've read. The Final Print series, Icebreaker series, I've read all 3 of them. I don't know if there's a 4th one coming out. And then Magnolia Parks, I've read all 4 of them. I've only got all 5 of them, but I've only got 3. And then down at the very bottom we have Donna Hart's Secret History, The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, which is like similar to The 7 Husbands, but it's a different one, but it's very good. I like it. I've not read The Handmaid's Tale. We Were Liars. Oh my god, that was so good. Plus the movie, watched that. The Girl Before. Shatter Me series, I've read till there. Good Girls Guide to Murder. The Natural series. The Inheritance Games. And The Midnight Library. And then this is my wee Kindle. I feel like this lighting is not great, but this is my Kindle. And then this is the back of my Kindle. I feel like the lighting's really putting off. See, Ryan Shaw's probably my second favourite, but if you know what all these things mean. And then I do have another book right here, which is all my Harry Potter books. I'll Be Warned, After You, Me Before You, and then 2 books there. And then behind that is the Game of Thrones books, but there's no point in me like pulling that all out. And then finally, in the wardrobe, we have some more, which is like my Divergent books, some Colin Hoover, which we don't read anymore, and then these are just like all random ones. But that is my bookshelf tour. I'm going to show you my book journal because we're going to look at my TBR for 2026. This is my book journal for 2026. I know I've got one more question to answer, but which was challenges, which is, I guess, like, I think this is challenges of what you're planning to do this year. So my challenges are, obviously, I've got my 100 book challenge, which is like read 100 books this year, and then I've got 26 books, because last year I done 25 books in 2026 and I read all of them. So I am hopeful that I'll read all these 20 books, and obviously hopefully I get to 100. But the books I've got here are Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid, As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson, Glass Sword by Victoria Avgard, Midnight Library by Matt Haig, Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin, because I'm literally so close to finishing that, Restore Me by I'm really bad at pronouncing names, but Mafe, Happy Place by Emma Henley, which is a reread, Housemaid by Freedom McFadden, Magnolia Parks by Jesse Hastings, Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarrows, which is a reread, The Girl Before by J.P. Plainley, Insatiable by Leah Rivers, Wrecked by Lauren Asher, King of Good Witch by Lonnie Hang, which I've already read. I read that in January. House Fire by Krista Ricci, Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, Shadow and Bone by Leah Bardugo, Love Light Farms by B.K. Borson, which I've already read, The Pumpkin Cafe by Laurie Gilmore, Collide by Bal Cabra, The Chase by Elle Kennedy, Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score, When in Rome by Sarah Adams, Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer, and Dark Shade of Maku by V.E. Schwab. That is my 26 books in 2026. This is also look what my book journal looks like. How cute is that? And I have done a couple book reviews for. I still have to add the books in of it, but I've obviously got my January books that I read. I read 5 books in January. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 books in January. And I plan to read more in February, obviously. But that is me all done. So yeah, stay tuned. I plan to film more videos as we go along, different ones. Just I plan to read more as we go along. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed me sharing a wee bit about my books. I have to figure out what kind of videos I'm going to do. I'm obviously going to take inspo from other channels and stuff like that. But if there's anything you like to see book wise, please just let me know in the comments. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this Booktube tag, and I hope you subscribe to my channel. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks guys for watching. Bye.